So if you're watching this, you probably are trying to figure out what these dials mean on your RV. This one pertains to this. This one pertains to this picture. So right now this is pointed to the 3, and this one's pointed up, which is the 5. So it's set on 3, 5, normal. So what do they mean? Well, if you set it to the 2 and the 6, so if you're up at 2 and you moved it to 6, you'd be at city fixtures. What do city fixtures do? Well, if you're hooked up to your city water connection and you hook up to your house or your campsite, the water coming out of that has pressure behind it, and it will, when you turn your sink on, it'll work directly off that pressure. It'll run straight through. It's not utilizing the tank or your water pump. It's just straight through. The 1 and 6, that's your city fill. So if you turn this over to the 1 and to the 6, that's your city fill. So you're now hooked up to your city water connection. You turn the hose on and at the spigot on your house or the campsite, and you're filling your tank on your RV. 1 and 4, 1, and move this to 4, that's your country fill. That's still have your hose hooked up here, but instead of the other end being hooked up to your house, say, it's hooked up to the it's not hooked up to anything. It's just in a water source, and you can pull water out, basically siphon it out. 3 and 5. 3 and 5 will allow you to run on what they consider normal. So if I put this over to the 3 and I put this one up to the 5, now I'm just going to utilize the water that's in my tank, and if I turn my sink on, it's going to pull the water out of my tank directly. So I don't need any hose hooked up to the RV at all. While I'm driving down the road or boondocking somewhere, I could have it on 3, 5, turn my water pump on inside, and when I turn the sink on the faucet, then the water pump kicks in and pulls it from the tank. Your other ones are for sanitizing and winterizing. Works with a siphon system and to clean and flush and all that. So anyway, those are your basics. You're probably going to just hook up to your water, 2 and 6, run it off your campsite, or fill your tank up so you have water on the road or for boondocking. Probably aren't going to utilize this much, and once you have it in water in your tank, put it on to 3 and 5, like I just filled up. So I'm putting it on 3 and 5, so whenever I head out, I can just turn my water pump on inside, and I can run my sink anytime I want without having any kind of water source hooked up, and just run off my tank. All right, that's how they work. Good luck.